Hello, my friends. Today, I want to tell you the unbelievable story of MrBeast, the king of YouTube challenges and generosity. This is not just about making videos. It's about dreaming big, working hard, and changing millions of lives. Our story begins in Greenville, North Carolina, USA. In 1998, a boy named Jimmy Donaldson was born. He lived in a normal suburban neighborhood. There was nothing unusual about his house or family. They were not rich. They were not famous. But Jimmy was different from most kids in one way: he loved the internet. When Jimmy was 13 years old, he discovered YouTube. Back then, YouTube was still young. People uploaded funny clips, music videos, and random home recordings. Jimmy was fascinated. He didn't just watch videos, he studied them. He wanted to understand why some videos had millions of views while others had only a few. In 2012, Jimmy decided to start his own channel. He called it MrBeast 6000. At first, his videos were nothing special. He recorded himself playing video games like Minecraft and Call of Duty. He had no fancy equipment. Just an old computer and a simple microphone. Jimmy's first videos got maybe 10 or 20 views. Most of those views came from his friends and classmates. Some kids laughed at him. They thought making YouTube videos was silly and a waste of time. But Jimmy didn't care. He loved making videos. He believed that one day, he would be big. Still, he faced a problem: no one knew who he was. Jimmy started to think, what makes people click on a video? What makes them watch until the end? He began experimenting. He tried different video styles. Funny commentary. Game reviews. Reaction videos. Guessing other YouTubers' earnings. He uploaded almost every day. He didn't make money from YouTube. In fact, he was losing time, sleep, and sometimes even his school grades suffered. But Jimmy was learning something very important: how YouTube works. One day, he made a video where he counted from 1 to 100,000 without stopping. It was a crazy idea, and it worked. That video went viral. Millions of people suddenly knew who MrBeast was. But this was only the beginning. Jimmy had bigger plans, plans that would change YouTube forever. After the success of his counting video, Jimmy realized something important: crazy ideas worked. People liked to see something they had never seen before. Something so strange, they just had to click. Jimmy started experimenting even more. He recorded himself saying Logan Paul 100,000 times. He read the longest word in the dictionary. He watched paint dry for hours. These were not normal videos, but that was the point. The stranger the idea, the more people watched. But Jimmy had a problem. He didn't just want views, he wanted meaning. He thought, what if my videos could make people happy? And then he had an idea that would change everything: giving money away. At first, Jimmy didn't have much money. So when a sponsor paid him $5,000 for a video, he gave it all away to a homeless man. He filmed the moment. The man's face lit up with surprise and joy. When Jimmy uploaded the video, it exploded online. Millions of people watched it and left comments about how kind he was. Jimmy felt something new. He realized that generosity could be entertainment. He could help people and make great videos at the same time. Soon, he began making bigger and bigger giveaways. Giving $1,000 to a stranger in the street. Tipping a pizza delivery driver with a brand new car. Giving $10,000 to a friend for no reason. The reactions were priceless: people crying, laughing, hugging him. Jimmy loved it, and so did the audience. His channel started to grow faster than ever. Then came his first huge charity project, Team Trees. In October 2019, Jimmy announced that he wanted to plant 20 million trees around the world. The internet went wild. Other YouTubers joined, famous people donated, and in just 2 months, they reached the goal. 20 million trees, planted because of a YouTube video. Jimmy now understood something powerful. YouTube wasn't just a platform for entertainment. It was a tool to change the world. And he was just getting started. By 2020, Jimmy's channel was growing at an unbelievable speed. Every month, millions of new people subscribed. But Jimmy didn't slow down. He wanted each new video to be bigger and better than the last. Jimmy started planning huge challenges that no one had ever tried before. In one video, he built the world's largest Lego tower. In another, he spent 24 hours inside a prison cell, just to see if he could do it. Sometimes, he stayed underwater for hours or lived in a house made entirely of slime. The ideas were wild, and people couldn't stop watching. But Jimmy's most famous challenges were the ones with giant prizes. One day, he made a game where the last person to take their hand off a stack of $1 million in cash would win all of it. Another time, he recreated the Netflix hit Squid Game with 456 players, and gave the winner $456,000. The sets looked like a real movie production, and the attention to detail amazed viewers. These videos broke records. They reached tens of millions of views in just a few days. News websites wrote about him. TV shows invited him for interviews. MrBeast wasn't just a YouTuber anymore, he was becoming a global celebrity. But Jimmy didn't care much about fame. His real passion was creating something unforgettable for the audience. He once said, "I just want to make the best videos possible, no matter how much it costs." And he meant it, sometimes spending over $3 million on a single video. Still, Jimmy wanted to do more than just break YouTube records. He was thinking about how to make a bigger impact on the real world. That thought would soon lead to one of the biggest charity projects in internet history. By 2021, Jimmy was not only a YouTube superstar, he was also a businessman and a philanthropist. A philanthropist is someone who uses their money to help others. Jimmy wanted his influence to go beyond the screen. One of his biggest real-world projects was MrBeast Burger. It started as a crazy idea: what if fans could order food from a MrBeast restaurant anywhere in the country? But instead of opening one physical location, Jimmy partnered with hundreds of existing restaurants. They cooked the burgers using MrBeast's recipes, and people ordered through a special app. On the first day, they sold over 1 million burgers. It was a huge success, and a new way for Jimmy to connect with fans. At the same time, Jimmy was building his charity channel, Beast Philanthropy. In every video, the team gave away food, clothes, and supplies to people in need. They organized food banks and delivered meals to thousands of families. Jimmy's goal was simple: use YouTube to feed the world. One of his most emotional projects was paying for life-changing surgeries. In 2023, he helped 1,000 blind people see again by covering the cost of their operations. The moment when patients opened their eyes and saw the world brought millions of viewers to tears. But even with all these good deeds, Jimmy's content never lost its energy and excitement. He kept making massive challenge videos, combining entertainment with generosity. A fan could win a house, a car, or even a private island, all in the name of fun and kindness. MrBeast had created something unique, a brand where helping people and making viral content worked together. And he wasn't done yet. He had a new goal, one that could change YouTube history forever. By 2022, MrBeast's channel had hundreds of millions of subscribers. But Jimmy had set his eyes on a new challenge, becoming the most subscribed channel in the world. For years, that title belonged to T-Series, a huge music company from India. T-Series uploaded dozens of videos every week and had a massive audience. Catching them would be almost impossible. But Jimmy loved impossible challenges. He told his fans about his goal, and they joined the mission. People around the world started sharing his videos, subscribing, and telling their friends to do the same. Jimmy also worked harder than ever. He created some of his most ambitious projects. Building Willy Wonka's chocolate factory and giving it away. Surviving in the wilderness with nothing but a few tools. Organizing the world's largest Minecraft charity event. Each video brought in millions of new subscribers. MrBeast's energy, creativity, and generosity made him more than just a YouTuber, he was now a global phenomenon. In late 2022, Jimmy finally did it. MrBeast passed 100 million subscribers. YouTube even gave him a special award, a giant red diamond play button. He celebrated by thanking his fans and promising to make even bigger videos. But the race with T-Series was not over. Jimmy knew they would keep growing too. The competition pushed him to think even bigger, to dream beyond just numbers. Now, his mission was clear. Create the best videos on YouTube history, and use them to make the world a better place. Many people think MrBeast works alone. But the truth is, his success is built by a huge, talented team. Jimmy has editors, cameramen, writers, designers, builders, and managers. Some of them are his childhood friends, people who believed in him before he became famous. Others are experts he hired to make his ideas real. Each big video takes weeks, sometimes months, to plan. They start with a crazy idea, like giving away a private island or building a real-life Squid Game set. Then the writers create challenges and rules. The builders construct huge sets, sometimes the size of a football field. The cameramen plan how to capture every moment. And the editors cut hundreds of hours of footage into a short, exciting story. Jimmy is involved in every step. He checks scripts, gives feedback, and often stays awake for days before a big release. He is obsessed with making each video perfect. The budget for one video can be millions of dollars. But Jimmy sees it as an investment. The more he spends on making amazing content, the more people watch, and the more good he can do with the money. His friends also play important roles. Chris, Chandler, and Carl are regular faces in the videos. They bring humor, competition, and personality to each challenge. Fans love watching them as much as they love watching Jimmy. Working for MrBeast is not easy. The hours are long, and the pressure is high. But everyone on the team knows they are part of something special. They are not just making videos, they are creating moments that millions of people will remember. Jimmy often says, "I want to make content that will still be fun to watch 50 years from now." And with his team by his side, he's getting closer to that goal every day. After the huge success of Team Trees, Jimmy wanted to do something even bigger. Something that could help the planet in another way. In 2021, he announced Team Seas. The goal was simple but massive: remove 30 million pounds of trash from the oceans, rivers, and beaches. Jimmy partnered with another popular creator, Mark Rober, and together they called on the entire internet to join the mission. They made powerful videos showing plastic waste in the water and the damage it caused to animals and the environment. Jimmy explained that every $1 donated would remove 1 pound of trash. The response was incredible. Fans, celebrities, and companies from around the world joined in. Donations came in every second: $5, $10, $1,000, even $1 million from some supporters. Within just 2 months, Team Seas reached the goal. 30 million pounds of trash were removed, making it one of the largest environmental cleanup campaigns in history. But for Jimmy, the numbers were only part of the story. What made him happiest was knowing that millions of people worked together for a good cause. He believed that when people unite, they can solve even the biggest problems. This project also showed something important about MrBeast's channel. It wasn't just about entertainment anymore. It was about action, using the power of the internet to make real changes in the world. Still, Jimmy wasn't done. While saving the planet, he continued to push the limits of YouTube entertainment. His next videos would combine record-breaking challenges with life-changing rewards. As MrBeast's channel grew, so did the size of his giveaways. Jimmy wanted every new challenge to feel bigger, crazier, and more exciting than the last. One of his most famous ideas was last to leave competitions. The rules were simple: people had to stay in a certain place, and the last person remaining would win a huge prize. But the prizes were far from normal. In one video, the winner got a private island. In another, the prize was a Lamborghini sports car. Jimmy also surprised his fans in unexpected ways. He gave one subscriber a real house. He walked into a store and bought everything inside, then gave it all away to charity. Once, he even handed a stranger a briefcase with $100,000 in cash just for participating in a simple game. These moments created pure joy, both for the people in the videos and for millions of viewers watching at home. But behind the fun, Jimmy had a deeper purpose. He wanted to inspire generosity. He hoped that people who saw his kindness would help others in their own lives, even in small ways. The scale of his challenges became so big that they looked like movie productions. Massive sets, dozens of cameras, and hundreds of participants turned each video into a giant event. And every time, Jimmy tried to make sure the prize went to someone who truly needed it. These giveaways weren't just entertainment, they were life-changing for the winners. Some used the money to pay off debts, buy homes, or start businesses. For Jimmy, that was the best part. Knowing his videos didn't just make people smile, they gave them a fresh start. But even with all these grand prizes, MrBeast had one more dream: to create the biggest and most ambitious video YouTube had ever seen. In late 2021, Jimmy released what many people call the most ambitious YouTube video ever, a real-life version of Squid Game. He recreated every set from the famous Netflix series with perfect detail. The colors, the shapes, even the giant doll from the first game looked exactly like the show. But unlike the TV version, there was no danger, only fun and competition. Jimmy invited 456 players to join, just like in the series. The prize for the winner was huge, $456,000 in cash. The video became a global sensation. In just a few days, it had tens of millions of views. Today, it has hundreds of millions. It proved that YouTube videos could look as big and professional as Hollywood productions. This project wasn't cheap. Jimmy spent over $3.5 million to make it. But for him, it wasn't about profit. It was about giving viewers an unforgettable experience and showing what was possible on YouTube. After Squid Game, Jimmy kept pushing limits. He built Willy Wonka's chocolate factory and gave it away to a fan. He made a circle challenge where people lived inside a circle for 100 days to win $500,000. He even survived 50 hours buried alive inside a coffin, just to see if he could do it. Each of these videos broke records. Some reached 100 million views in less than a week. Jimmy wasn't just making YouTube videos anymore, he was making internet history. But while he enjoyed breaking records, Jimmy never forgot his mission. To use his platform for good, to inspire generosity, and to make the biggest impact possible. And in the final part of our story, we'll see what MrBeast's journey teaches us about dreams, hard work, and helping others. Today, MrBeast is one of the most famous people on the internet. He has billions of views, millions of fans, and a growing list of world records. But his story is not just about money or fame. Jimmy's journey shows us that success comes from consistency. He uploaded videos for years before becoming famous. Creativity. He always looked for new, crazy ideas no one had done before. Generosity. He used his success to help others in huge ways. From a boy in a small town with a slow computer to the creator of the biggest YouTube projects in history, Jimmy proved that big dreams are possible if you work hard and don't give up. He also showed that kindness is powerful. A giveaway in a video can change someone's whole life. A charity project can unite millions of people around the world. In one interview, Jimmy said, "I want to make the world a better place before I die. And I want to have fun doing it." That is the heart of the MrBeast story, making an impact and enjoying the journey. So, what can we learn from him? Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now. Work on your passion every day, even when no one is watching. And when success comes, use it to help others. Because in the end, true success is not just about what you get, it's about what you give. Thank you for joining me in this story about MrBeast's incredible life. I hope it helped you practice your English and inspired you to follow your dreams. Remember, every great journey starts with one small step. Maybe today is your first step.